Hey guys, welcome back to John's Watch. Today I'm taking a look at a game called Magical Eyes, Red is for Anguish. Now this game is a visual novel, a mystery visual novel, released on March 30th, 2016. Its trigger price is $16.99 Canadian, so $15 US, or your regional equivalent. It's developed by Pomera Studios and published by Fruitbat Factory, and like I said before, it is a mystery visual novel. Now, this is actually the second video I'm recording on this game. I previously recorded the entire prologue, which took around 40 minutes to record. I edited it all down into about a 20-minute video, and then I realized there's no point in releasing it because the prologue didn't actually show off pretty much any visual novel elements at all. It had beautiful writing, it was a great introduction to the story, but I felt like it didn't show off the game at all, so I'm starting a brand new video on it. The basic premise of the game, though, is that there are these things called variants that come about when a person's emotions are too strong. So their emotions will warp that person and they will turn into a variant, and these variants get certain abilities depending on the emotions they were feeling. For example, the character in the prologue loved her grandma so much, she turned into a variant and her skin basically became really hard. Okay, turns out I didn't save it last time, so I just had to go through the prologue really quickly. I managed to skip through it luckily, and here we are in the main game. Though it's only been a couple of minutes since the early end of today's final lecture. Half the class has already left, leaving a tinge of loneliness in the hot air of the classroom. How many of the students took it seriously when their homeroom teacher advised that this was the most crucial time of the year for them? If you take off Friday, the day after tomorrow, you'll get to have 8 days off in a row. It's worth it, probably. Even though this is one of the longest established high schools in this prefecture, that extended vacation seems attractive enough for most of the students to forget all about that and just go crazy. Definitely. That's no surprise though. However long history the school may carry, it's nothing more than the sum of the teenage boys and girls who attend it. Even with the fact that this is the spring of their second year, it's still likely that many of them will take a few extra days off for traveling. And on top of that, as if nudging them on, the weather today is absolutely perfect. You won't get days like this many times in a year. As long as they're not down in the dumps, anyone's bound to have a spring in their step. Amidst this flighty atmosphere, there's a boy who doesn't have to hurry back home. The boy named Amakawa Yu takes the hand outside of his desk and puts them into his navy bag along with his notebook used for the last class. That unwasted motion gives a glimpse into a part of his personality. While he's getting himself ready to leave the school at his usual pace, his mind is also filled with a kind of unique excitement. He neither has any club activities to join, promises with friends to keep, nor favourite pursuits to dedicate his free time to. For a boy like him, long vacations are nothing more than a pain in the neck, which he'll have to go through without anything fun to do. But even if he's not interested in them, he still has a human mind that more or less follows the excitement around him. It is akin to feeling that you have no intention to enjoy a festival, but other participants' thrill spreads to you. Who wouldn't enjoy a good festival? He'll probably end up spending those days doing what he usually does. That should justify letting himself join in the glee for a bit. This is pretty much what the prologue was. It was just like huge blocks of text every screen. There's nothing wrong with that as a prologue. Like I said, it was really well written. But I felt it didn't show off the game properly, so that's why I'm doing another video on it. It's not going to take even a day, but he does have one plan aside from his daily routines. And after that, if the situation permits, he might drop by a bookstore or a video rental. They don't have those anymore. Video rentals, they probably have bookstores. In any event, for dead certainty, he'll be spending tomorrow and the rest of the holidays almost the same way as the regular weekends. With such thoughts running through his mind, he finally gets to his feet to leave his desks, and notices that the amount of students has halved yet again. Because everyone's fucked off. Ah. Yeah, so that was you, I guess. Holy shit, tutorials! Okay, so it looks like if we right-click, we open the system menu. Holy shit, so much here. Okay, so by left-clicking blue words, you can read more details on them. Cool. So, I want to right-click. Let me right-click. Holy shit, look at all this. Mr. Pancake. Okay, so we are actually into the main visual novel now. Sweet. I paused right after walking out of the room, fascinated by how blue it is outside the windows. Maybe this beautiful blue sky is a reward for having put up with the gloomy dampness and rain that persisted for days and only let up last night. And it is voiced. So... Oh. UMA stands for Unidentified Mysterious Animal. It's a being that's been reported, witnessed, but has not been confirmed to actually exist. It has nothing to do with horses, which is also UMA, I guess. Okay, cool. That's cool, that's a great idea. A question comes to me from behind. If there was a UMA in a place full of people like this, it wouldn't be an UMA anymore, I think. Excuse me? I don't think it's very nice to treat your classmate like a chupacabra. What a cool feature of the dictionary. That's me, I'm a 16-year-old boy. Okay, so he belongs to the organization called the Disobeyers and fights against the variants. Neat. I turn around and find a girl with waist-length black hair and wide eyes that make you feel like strong determination resides within them. You misunderstand, Ogawa. Other people I know tell me that I'm as careless as someone enjoying pancakes with honey and caramel syrup. Caramel syrup, maple syrup all the way. It's one of his classmates, one of his friends. She doesn't go to any clubs, okay. Doesn't sound like she's part of the Disobeyers, or whatever it was. I love visual novels that are like have Japanese voiceovers. It's so great, especially when I'm recording it, because it means I don't have to do all the voices. She's right about a difference. I'm not in good shape today. What's behind that is what happened last night. That's in the prologue, he did fight a variant, so that is probably what happened. Even so, I was confident I was successfully pretending to be fine. That you think you saw something is what's weird. I'm actually so careless I don't mind if you call me Honeykawa or Amakara from now on. Mr. Pancake! Oh, great! Oh, perfect. This is the best visual novel ever now. That has nothing to do with my actual name anymore, does it? Pancake. Daisuki. Yeah, me too. My little sisters influenced me, and I eat tons of them. Fucking loves them. Because of her, we have them for breakfast at home at least 2 days in a week. Are you on your way home too? That was a casual, predictable invite. This is a kind of a stylized dialogue between the two of us who have been attending the same school since junior high. And when I'm not swamped, my answer is... Even though our houses are in completely opposite directions? That's how the rest of the talk goes. Where's my dictionary thing for Golden Week? I don't actually know what that is. No fixed plans, but I've got some little things to do. I'm not. I'll be staying at home like any other weekend. Unless I have things to do outside. I think I might get called in for my part-time job thing, though. My job doesn't care about time. Or more like, I can tell I'm certainly gonna have to do some work. For the past few years, I haven't made it through any holiday weeks without hearing the call of duty. And a certain young man with some skills and nothing to do will wind up super busy. I wish I could have 8 arms like an octopus for efficiency. Octo Pancake, man. Obviously Golden Week isn't quite as stressful as spring break. Living in the ocean called reality has been so cool I've lost 2 of them. By the time summer vacation comes, I might have even less. So okay, let's have a look at Yellowtail. I don't get a picture. It's a fish. Neat. Yellowtail's a fish. It's got no arms or legs. What about you, Ogawa? What are you doing on the holidays? Doesn't get her meh, gets her ga. She moans tiredly enough to convince me she honestly means it. I guess she feels the same about Golden Week as I do. That statement would set all other students in the whole country against you. I very much doubt it.
引っ張りだこの天川くんに分けてあげたいくらいだよ。
Right, it'd be so convenient if we could share time like that.
頑張ればなんとか分けられないかな。
How?
愛の力？
What, the Huey Lewis song? I don't think even love can make it happen.
もし分けれたら天川くんには1時間500円くらいで売ってあげるね。
That's like $5, sweet deal. You take money for it? Besides, that's pretty cheap. It is pretty cheap.
天川くん用の特別価格だよ。他の人なら1時間につき5億円はもらうから。
Holy shit, that's quite a bit. Isn't that way beyond a discount? I'm even feeling sorry for the special treatment.
そんな特別扱いの天川くんとしては、もしも私から時間が買えるならどれくらい買うつもり？
That sure is an awesome offer, but I'm broke all the time.
そうなの？
You bet. May I'd better wait until the price drops a bit more.
そっか。じゃあ私の方でも企業努力してみるよ。
I'll try to work a little harder during the holidays too, so I guess he doesn't get paid for his disobeyer job. To be honest though, if she really is fine with that pricing, I have enough money saved up to afford the rest of her entire life. Holy shit. Maybe it does pay then.
あ、借りてた CD はあさって持ってくるね。本当は今日持ってくるつもりだったんだけど、うっかりしてて。
No rush.
でもあんまり素敵だったから自分でダウンロードして買っちゃった。
She taps her bag twice. My favorite digital music player must be in there. Really? Wow, I'm glad I recommended it to you. I have the same type of player as her, just in different color. But what really surprised me was that the same goes for the headphones we use too. I understand it's just a coincidence, but since the headphones are kind of special products, the fact that someone close to me uses them pleases me. Can you also bring the DVD you mentioned before when you turned the CD? I'd like to borrow it. It contains a B movie titled The Gouda Cheese, The Smell of Suspicion. It's a comedy mystery movie. Fantastic.
わかった。持ってくるね。
Does it have the same pattern? An incident occurs in the beginning of the story and the criminal is gradually driven into a corner as it progresses?
でも今回は動機じゃなくて犯行方法を解くのが目的かな。物語の舞台は溢れ出した牛乳のせいで密室と化した山奥の農場。
Well, that sounds fascinating. That premise sounds very original.
登場人物も癖が強い感じだから前作よりは人は選ぶかも。
You found it amusing, right?
面白いっていうか好みっていうか。
I think I'll feel the same then. Based on my past experience, she and I share similar tastes in a bunch of things. As long as she likes it, at the very least it wouldn't be way out of my range either.
なんかそれってプレッシャーかも。
It's all like these invisible people around. After these random chats, we find ourselves past the gate. Though I feel like talking more, we need to end the fun here. I don't have to feel anything special about it. We'll get to do this again on Friday, and over after Golden Week as well. Pondering what to say as parting words, I turn to her, and find her eyes holding a look that's a little more serious than usual. What if she dies over Golden Week though? God!
あのさ、一応聞くけど、一本くらいタコさんの足は余ってない？
That question explains her serious expression. Sorry, it's not very likely. The unusual look on her face delays my answer a little.
そっか。でもさ、
Yeah?
もしもね、途中で会えたらでいいからさ、少しだけでも連休中に会えないかなって。
Usually, I'd play dumb and give a roundabout no in answer. We've had this sort of talk before, and she must know what I'm gonna say. But hey, why would I have to say the same thing all the time? I've been pretending to have returned to my everyday life, but in truth, I've just been concerned about my hand from last night. It can't hurt to be slightly grateful to her for consoling me. I decided to say something different. Sure, if my plans change, I'd be happy to. I think I'm allowed to offer that at least. What's wrong? You look taken aback.
なんでもないよ。また金曜日にね。
Yeah, see you then. Maybe I shouldn't have, but whatever. Given the situation I'm in, and not having been mindful enough of her, that might not have been the most appropriate response. Even so, I don't regret it. Perhaps because her parting smile was as bright as today's blue sky. Oh shit, look at this, it's so interactive. Okay, so it looks like you've got like the main quest you can do, use room, or you can go to like a sub-quest. That's fantastic that it's so non-linear of a visual novel. We will continue with it though. We're going to the noodle graveyard. Sure. It's hard to imagine the shop's appearance would lead anyone into thinking they can enjoy a treat here. Because of the shop owner's uncorrectable flaw, those who know this shop well address it with a disgraceful nickname. Only two types of people visit here. Those with a weird sense of taste, and those who know the other place of this place. Since Amakawa Yu's sense of taste is fairly average, he belongs among the latter. You side. I don't really know what that means. Oops, shit. Sorry, I was trying to get to the menu. Let me go to the menu. Because you got like the U side. Okay, so we did this, I guess. Then you've got the Chiharu side and the other side. Don't really know what that means yet. Even though I've smelled it a million times, I'm still not used to it at all. But I have things to do in there. I steel myself to enter and put my hand on the stubborn sliding door. Irashai. Hello. I guess not. Fortunately, there's not a single customer in here. The list of victims shouldn't grow needlessly. Pops, I know I always ask this, but just how can you possibly create this funny smell? Like another reason this dictionary thing is so good is it means that like the narrator doesn't have to give kind of unnecessary background stuff. They don't have to explain who every single character is. You can just pop open this. He's a self-proclaimed cook. Self-proclaimed cook. Fantastic. Hold on a second. What's that happy face for? But yeah, it might be best to keep it a secret. Some company may ask for it to produce a crime prevention device or something. Ha, not in a million years. The cuisine of this middle-aged man who looks like a cook consists of complete pieces of weaponry. They are, so to speak, gustatory bombs. Each time I tell someone about this, they get the wrong idea. That his cooking is so delicious, it blows your mind. When I say bomb, I literally mean a weapon that destroys your sense of taste. Sorry, but not being honest would only hurt me. Especially my tongue would be fatally harmed. I'm just telling the truth based on past experience. Actually, I tried to mince my words as much as I could. There's no way I'd forget that just half a year ago, all the samplers of his new self-approved dish had to experience a miracle where they couldn't taste any sweetness for the next 24 hours. Plus, I was one of those victims. I heard Rin had trouble with his ear canals for about 3 days after he ate it. Would you kindly explain how one could cook something that drives ear canals insane? A forceful change of subject. Yeah, I'm here to report on last night. The Type B target was wiped out, and the female vessel has been taken under protection. So it looks like Pops is his boss. Although he replies as though it wasn't a big deal, knowing him, he must have seized details within a couple of minutes after the end of the engagement. Despite the appearance of a disfavored ramen shop, in here all sorts of information is, quicker than anywhere else, gathered not only from the inside of the city but from the entire prefecture. Information both good and bad. This man plays the role of the antenna that receives and deals with that enormous amount of information. And that is the other face of the one who runs this failed ramen shop.
北村からの連絡で器になった女性には後に残るような大きな怪我はなかったそうだ。
Okay.
気がかりは解消されたかい?
It does. I thought she'd be fine when I fought her, but still. I'm relieved the girl who was accidentally dragged into that misfortune will soon be able to return to her everyday life. Once the department in charge of dealing with the aftermath gets their part done, this case will be fully closed.
対象の遺品は調査に回しても。
Do you suspect one of them has turned into a material variant? What's that? It's a type of variant. Describes non-living objects that are turned into variants. Oh, non-living. Whoa.
可能性はゼロじゃないだろうな。祖母とのゆかり
Oh, sorry, I cut him off.
相当に思い入れを持ってたんじゃねえか?
I have one condition.
Huh?
I think back on her journal entries I went through yesterday. What was written in there regarding those invaluable days she and her grandmother spent together. We have her diaries.
ファイルにコピーで添付されていたあれか。
That's right. Whether they're material variants or not, could you dispose of the original books and any copies so no one can touch them?
理由は?
No particular reason, I just want it to be that way. Since material variants with enormous powers are extremely rare, their value is immense. I'm well aware of how inconceivable it is to request discarding items like that without any good reason, especially if there's no apparent risk involved, but I still insist.
なるほどね。今日顔を出した一番の理由はそれってことか。どうしようか。
I understand it's unreasonable, but please. Pops falls into deep thought. That's a natural reaction considering his position as the head of those in charge of this area. To be more accurate, he's obligated to collect objects like that.
彼女の遺体は祖母と同じ墓に入れるそうだが、日記は処置をした後でその近くの土にでも埋めておくように伝えておく。
Yeah, Pops. Thank you, I appreciate it. Time slowly passes by in this unoccupied ramen shop. It should be a huge matter of concern to any shop owner, but I actually like this kind of composed atmosphere. Okay, I'm going to leave the video there for now. It feels weird doing like the same outro twice, because I already did it in the other video, but this video is way better. It definitely shows off more of the game. You get more into not just the story, that was done pretty well in the prologue, we actually get to meet more characters here, we get to see more of the art, we get to hear some of the voice acting, which is fantastic. I love fully voice acted games. It's quite cheap for a visual novel, $15 US. You know, you could... It's always hard to guess how much visual novels are going to cost. Sometimes games like this end up being priced at like $30, so 15 is quite good. I don't know how long the game is, unfortunately, but if you do buy the game, it comes with the official art book in a PDF file, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, that was Magical Eyes, Red is for Anguish. Thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye! Yeah, man, hearty rolls.
Ow. Oh shit, he fucking wrecked me dead. God damn it. Oh god.
Jeez! Wow. So hard.